What's up, everybody? It's been a while since we did a Fire Academy video. This one you're going to want to pay attention to because this is the most important. This is water supply, fire hose mechanics, and introducing you guys to the whole system and the physics and the pump and all that stuff. So if you've been on our testing branch these last 2 weeks, we released 0.6.5 on the testing branch. And added a lot of new things. If you haven't, go check it out. The update is live on the public branch now on Steam, so just should have that update. But watch this video first, it's really important. So we're gonna show you the engines. You got 5 engines in the game. This is engine 3-2. They're all set up basically the same besides the squad, so you can figure out the squad once you get used to the engines. Alright, so we're going to go to building 4. I'm going to do a fire on the 3rd floor. And I'll kind of show you guys how I'm going to set up my hoses to attack the fire. So there's a few things you should note. There's 2 bugs that you're going to see in this video, for sure. Which is when I'm driving, the engine kind of stutters. I don't know what the problem is, but I don't know. We're going to fix it in a patch version. And then the other issue is that the hoses, they like to lag a lot when you're pulling them off the truck. Once you put them off the ground or disconnect them from the truck, then they're fine. And we're gonna patch that as well. So with that in mind, let's get to fighting this fire, because we do have fire in this building. There's a vacant. Don't gotta worry about victims or anything. So right now our main concern is just getting a positive water source. In multiplayer, you're gonna have other members who are gonna be pulling lines and everything off, and getting the line up while you're hooking up the hydrant and stuff. But this is only you as the chauffeur right now, one person, one man team. So we grab our hydrant tool from the back of the truck. You need to have the hydrant tool to open the hydrant, or else you won't be able to get water to your engine. So the hydrant tool is connected, the hydrant tool is right here in the back left compartment. All you gotta do is grab it there. By the way, on the front bumper you got the quick attack line, and you've got the supply line. So the supply line, you grab it by pressing T, and that'll put it on the floor, and then you pick it up. You pick up each end of a hose with E, and you can connect it to a place or any connection by pressing E. So I'll show the quick attack line later. Let's go ahead and keep going with this fire, because we still got fire burning. So this building, unfortunately, has a standpipe, so we don't have to stretch a line all the way up. We can just connect the engine to the standpipe outside, and then we can get water upstairs without having to stretch the line. So let me go ahead and change my gear, because can't be stretching lines like this. Alright, so we're gonna connect our line right here. Let me unconnect it from over here so we don't keep dragging out. So the way you drag out this hose is you go to the T, you go to the rear of the truck, you press T, and you'll grab the hose, and you pull it out as long as you need. If you need it, if I needed 2 more lengths, I pull. And if my character's pulling out, then more hose is going to throw out. So you've got 6 lengths of hose before you run out, and you'll need another engine company to help you out if you need more lengths than that, which is unlikely. So with this 1 length of hose, we can connect to the standpipe. And then since we got our positive water source, we'll walk over to the pump. As you can see, we have the inlet, which is the hydrant. We have a connection there, and that's a water source. And then a discharge, which is any attack line, any of the 6 discharge outlets that you have. So we got one in the rear where we connected. We have 2 over. We have 3 on this side. We have 1 right here. We have 2 right here, as well as 2 supply line connections, and another supply line hose. In case you park on the side, you can connect the hose from the side to the hydrant instead of from the front. Yeah, so all we gotta do is turn the pump on. You can see our hose start to charge with water. Sorry, I'm sick. Alright, so now we have water in the standpipe over there. So as we heard, the fire's on the 3rd floor, so we'll go ahead and grab one of our hose packs, aka high-rise packs. They wouldn't usually use it in the building of this height unless it was like 7 or more floors. But this is really helpful. Instead of stretching the whole hose all the way to the top floor, this is a more realistic way of doing it, if you get what I'm saying. Because the hose physics right now are very complicated. The whole system took us a few months to make, and it's still like a work in progress. The physics are a bit iffy, like around walls and stuff, because sometimes it can go through the floor or through the wall, which we're working on getting rid of that issue, but it's going to be a while before we can perfect it. So as you can see, we connected our hose pack. We got water because you can see water dripping off from the hose. What we're going to do now is go grab the nozzleman and get the nozzle and head upstairs, put this fire out. We can holster our nozzle by pressing B. We'll head upstairs. We can take the fun way. You can climb through windows by pressing F. So if you're at the tip of a portable ladder, or like at a fire escape or something, and you want to get in a window, you can press F, and it'll take you through that window. You can do it from the inside as well, as if it was like a bailout if you need to, worst case. Right now, height drops and stuff like that don't damage your character, so it's a way out of a sticky situation. But we will obviously fix that. Alright, so let's get our line. We got the line, looks like we got water. Let's go ahead and switch into first person view. And we're gonna open the door. Alright, so we're gonna put on our air mask. As you can see, the air mask is 3D now. We'll go ahead and turn on our light flashlight. Start it by pressing L. That's a new feature as well. Alright, so let's start opening up the line into the ceiling. Looks like we might have some fire up there. Alright, we got fire on the left side here. Let's take that. Very cool. So it looks like we got the main body of fire. So keep in mind, when you want to take up, all you got to do is press F right here, and it will grab all the hoses. It's a quick way to put them back. You can do it manually if you want, and you know, role play folding all the hoses, but not everybody got time for that. So we can go ahead and grab our supply line and press T. And we can go grab our hydrant tool, turn off the hydrant. There we go. Put our hydrant tool back. There's the compartments. Alright guys, so now we are going to do a different kind of fire. We'll go ahead and do a car fire. And this will show you how to use the quick attack line. If you remember, we did a video on this a few weeks ago, maybe a few months, I don't remember, it's been so long. But this is way more refined and up to date. It was very, very early on in the hose development. Alright, so we've got a car fire here. Looks a little bigger than what we could put out with the looks a little bigger than what we can put out with the water can or an extinguisher. So with these types of situations, a rubbish fire or a car fire, you can always, instead of stretching a line and getting set up and everything, if it's small enough without needing to hook up to a hydrant, you can just walk up to the quick attack line, which is always on the bumper of an engine. Press Q. It'll throw out a length of line for you. All you need to do is go grab the hydrant, the nozzle, and you don't even need to pump from over here. You can just pump from the actual quick attack line. Press P, you got water. Let's go ahead and attach the nozzle and put this fire out. Let's see if we can open up some of these doors. So to open these doors, all you gotta do is right click. Same with the bus fires, you can open the doors with the right mouse button. So this will give us access to some of the fire that's under the shell of the car. My water has to actually hit the fire or the base of the fire to put it out. Some might take longer than others. Some might need the fire extinguisher, so if the fire's not going out, try and use the CO2 extinguisher, which is located in the right rear compartment of the engine company. Alright, so bad news, we're out of water. We can't spray anymore. So let's see if we can knock the rest out with that fire extinguisher I was telling you about. And if not, we'll grab the can, the water can. So there's the water can and the other fire extinguisher. So let's carry both. So let's see what it looks like at night. By the way, you can press U and a slider comes up here where you can change the time. So you'll see we added some radiation lights to the emergency lights, but very, very basic ones. Because when we did all the emergency lights reflections, it just lagged the game. So we did only a few lights, but I think it still looks pretty good. Better than no lights. And there's still good performance. So we got the CO2 extinguisher. And alright, I guess I don't know what just happened. So you always want to use the right mouse button, hold it down to aim, and the left mouse button to spray your extinguisher. So we'll put this last bit out with the water can. Just a small stream of water, nothing like a fire hose, and they're all limited, so they'll run out eventually. There we go. So I'm just gonna do a quick walk around, make sure we don't have any fire left. In this section, I'm going to be using ground monitors, multiversals, deck guns, tower ladders, and I'm going to show you guys how to set those up in those exterior operations, which is very easy. And I'll also explain how we're going to do drafting, but right now we still got to implement it. It's not hard to do, but we just didn't have time to put it. So let's get going. Nighttime taxpayer fire. Let's go. As you can see, I'm really hurrying because this fire can get out of control really quickly, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to do first is, before this fire spreads to this room, I'm going to get access to this room first before I can prevent any exposure problems in my house. Because I feel like the fire is going to spread to the right, so I'll go ahead and get both opened up. I'm going to focus on this one. And that's cool. Oh yeah, see, that's nothing there. My goal is to stop that fire before I'm gonna go ahead and charge the line. I'm gonna grab the alright, let's go. Let's get this fire before it touches it. Alright, so I think we stopped it. I don't want to like that again, but I want to still show the power ladder and multiversals. So just gonna take my mask off. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to connect this line to a multiversal. So instead of connecting to a nozzle, what I can do is place my line somewhere. Go to the, you can also turn on the scene light now, press L, use the arrow keys to aim it, so if you want it to be light, so in this compartment on the right panel side, you got the multiversal, you press G to pick it up. So go where you want to place it, which I'm going to put right here so we can leave it going to suppress the fire from going this way. So you press X. I'll show you again. You can press X to drop it, and you use the arrow keys. Or no, sorry, A and D. Use A and D to kind of aim where you want it. Once it's on the ground, you can still aim it with the arrow keys. But as you see, I'm pressing the left mouse button. Got no water. What I'm going to do is grab this, press E to connect it. So as you see there, I had some issue with the hose. What I did was I went back to the hose, pressed F to return the hose, and then I just pulled out some more hose, kind of reset it in case you have some bugs. You can do that. So now we'll just hold the left mouse button to turn on the multiversal. We can aim it with the arrow keys. And if I hold down the mouse button and just walk out of the area and let go of the mouse button, it'll keep going. So you can do that. I gotta look into why that line is green, but Now I'll go ahead and show you guys how the tower ladder works. If I press put the outriggers down. Tower ladder outriggers are down. What I'll do is just take the line from that multiversal and just switch it over to the tower ladder. There's a connection on that side right there, and a connection on this side right here. So let's go ahead and get in the bucket. Now our tower ladder has water. So if someone were to disconnect the water, we wouldn't have water. What I'll do now is sort of use the tower ladder as a multiversal type deal. I'll show you guys how that thing. Angle down here. Alright. Alright, so I think we do have fire. So I don't know how the fire spread. Oh, I know how it spread. Alright, so we got fire in the other restaurant now. Later, later.